Продолжай прохождение побочных заданий. Интересно, почему на записи качество хуже, чем у меня на мониторе? Так, следующее задание, которое я бы хотела пройти. Где тут мужик стоял? Заблудилась. Ну ладно, не важно. Где-то здесь стоял и дал задание. С женщиной, работающей на Майкрофта, случилась беда на перекрестке Баскервиль-стрит и Рид-стрит в северо-западном Скаладио. Нужно найти ее и забрать документы, бумаги. Необходимо передать агенту, ожидающему на площади перед ратушей. Он боится огня, одного взгляда на его лицо достаточно, чтобы это понять. Так. Баскервиль-стрит и Рид-стрит в северо-западном Скаладио. Ого, мне нужно было забрать документы, а тут случилось убийство.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
Officer.
Oh, I know you. You're the clever chap that cracked that Palazzo del Luzzo case, eh?
Well, presuming there has not been another murder since, then yes, it is I. I'm here to investigate the accident. You don't mind if I examine the scene?
You're too late. Case closed. It was no accident. The rickshaw driver deliberately ran that poor woman over, and I'm taking him into custody.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then my examination of the scene can hardly interfere with your brilliant work, Officer
Huxley. Well, if you want to play detective, go ahead. But stay away from my business, all right?
Какой жесткий полицейский. Так, посмотрим.
An impact to the back of the head caused severe damage. Her death was probably instant.
Cordona's true horror revealed. Behold, the killer curb.
The dress looks generally neat and tidy. Any staining must have been from the accident. This pendant looks like it may contain something. Let's see.
Пустой листок.
It takes two to tango. I'll find a use for it. Cleaning the houses of rich men by day and preserving England's secrets by night.
My friend, you know you're in trouble, right? But all this can go away for a small fee.
Damn crooked cops. Come on, concentrate, so we can stop him before he
Always
arrests
take
the
care
driver.
when walking beneath balconies.
Так, еще что-то здесь есть.
Are you able to help me?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
From the position of the body, we can deduce that Mycroft's agent walked down the street from the east. The rickshaw's tracks show that the vehicle was coming from the south.
Да, я вижу здесь колеса. Их еле видно. Но вряд ли это мне сейчас нужно.
The rickshaw gained speed down the slope of the road and was going too fast to stop for a pedestrian.
Так, несчастный случай.
But Sherry, it would be impossible to miss a rickshaw speeding downhill. It was as fast as a racehorse.
Unless something distracts you.
Отвлеклась на вот это, да.
A sudden loud noise caught the agent's attention and they stepped into the road without looking. It was all an accident. John, no one is immune to chance. Such synchrony of events would be very difficult to contrive artificially.
No such thing as coincidence. I bet there's a killer mastermind behind this. Or a team of killers. Oh, a secret global rickshaw conspiracy.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
Upon examination of the scene, I have concluded that the smash of the flower pot distracted the woman. She didn't notice the oncoming rickshaw. After stepping into its path, she was knocked to the ground and died after hitting her head on the curb. It was most likely an accident.
Oh, that's just your imagination. The facts say otherwise.
Well, fact, there are no wheel tracks on the woman's body, so the rickshaw could not have run over her. Fact, you are blackmailing an innocent man.
Didn't I tell you to stay out of my business? You're lucky there's a crowd.
So the man can go free. Oh, thank you, Officer Huxley, for your excellent decision.
All right. The rickshaw puller can leave, but he better not show his face again. That goes twice for you, Mr. White Knight. Goodbye, sir.
I'm glad you didn't leave that poor chap alone.
The truth must be told, even if it damns as often as it saves. Today it spared a driver and denounced an officer. Tomorrow, perhaps the opposite.
Так, а теперь по делу. -8 надо сделать. Из 3 -8 даже не представляю как. Из 4 10. Есть красный и синий 1 и 3. Ну что ж, придется думать. Минус 6. Значит, нужно еще -1, 2, -8. Из 4. 4 это +1. 5 умножить на 2 10. Невидимыми чернилами на бумаге был записан адрес: северо-запад, Складио, перекресток Рейхенбах-Роуд и Хадсонетти-стрит. Ищи знак птицы. Это то место, откуда она возвращалась. Так, она шла отсюда туда. Ага, скорее всего, то место, откуда она сюда пришла. Птица есть.
So, what have we learned today? Don't let anyone take you for a ride.
One bed, one table, and one horrible scent of decay which someone tried to cover with perfume. A typical safe house for Mycroft spies.
The espionage life where at any moment you could die. Of boredom.
Наконец-то правду про шпионов сказали. Можно умереть со скуки. Да, просто сидишь и следишь, и следишь, и следишь. Экшен редко бывает.
Fake passports. I guess nothing is a crime if you're working for the Crown. I've always wanted to try something new. Reminds me of the mess in your room, John. Being a secret agent isn't easy. A brand new model. I must say, perfectly maintained. She took good care of it. The documents may have been stowed in here, but they're gone now. Whoever broke in clearly does not appreciate lockpicks. Brute force intrusion rather than a stealthy sneak-in. The wax is still warm. Primitive, but efficient at breaking windows. Sloppy work, unprofessional. Someone was in a hurry. Mycroft's documents were stolen. The thief entered through the broken window not long ago.
What are we waiting for? Let's search the backyard and track him down.
Пойдем посмотрим двор.
Merhaba.
They were in such a hurry that they cut themselves. They injured themselves pretty seriously.
Let's keep looking for tracks, Sherry. We can't be far behind him. Look at the amount of blood. Does it mean they were waiting here for something?
The police patrol schedule sends officers along here regularly. Our thief wasn't waiting. They were hiding.
Безлаберный какой-то вор. Зачем он вообще туда полез?
The blood trail stops here. They must have finally bandaged the wound.
Oh, men are always in a hurry, and women always pay the consequences.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him. The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Piece of advice. Next time you try to steal from an agent of the United Kingdom, don't leave a trail of blood behind you. Try using a lockpick.
So it seems this is it. You found me. And now I have no choice. No choice at all. He told me to give you this letter.
So where are the documents, and who is he?
Piece of advice. When someone tells you to mind your own business, listen.
Совсем отчаялся.
What horror could he have been facing that suicide was the better option?
It's a grim augury indeed. There's something bigger brewing, John. We should inspect the poor man for any leads. What did you get yourself into? He managed to bandage the wound properly. A strange act of self-preservation for a man on his way to suicide.
Значит, если бы я его не нашла, он не прыгнул бы с моста.
Expensive clothes. Pretty worn out, though. A family insignia. Typical nobleman fashion. Old and made of silver. Not expensive, but might be an heirloom.
Take a photo of this poor bugger. Better to give Mycroft something rather than nothing.
Опаньки, как фотографировать? Давно это делала. Какую-то кнопку. Ух ты, сложности есть. Не знала, что они здесь есть. Ну вот. Перекатиться Space? Фотоаппарат Е. Хорошо.
I suppose it may help in understanding the situation.
Poor chap.
Так, фотография вора. Мне нужно его попробовать опознать, кого-то. Кого-нибудь.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, sorry, I know nothing.
Так, поспрашиваю людей.
Is this familiar to you?
No, brother, I've never heard of this.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Может, нужно спросить у какого-то богатого человека.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Are you able to help me?
Go back to your fancy house.
Как же одеться для них, а?
Is this familiar to you?
Not my problem.
May I ask you something?
Ask me something easier.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Так, еще нужно смотреть это место. Опять осмотреть. Так я же вроде смотрела его. И раскрыла то убийство.
Are you able to help me?
No, sir. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about this?
I would help you.
Ой,
if I
не
knew
то
so.
спрашивай, вот
Everyone's
это.
looking at us, Sherry.
Excuse me, just one question.
I would help you if I knew so.
Так у кого ж спросить-то? Кого спросить?
Do you know anything about this?
No, sir. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Прям таки у кого спросить? Агенты Майкрофта? А, то есть надо у его агентов спрашивать. Дошло. Бумаги необходимо передать агенту, ожидающему на площади перед ратушей. Он боится огня.
A contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden treasure.
May I ask you something?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
A contest for the guests of Cordona.
Не тот.
Find hidden treasure.
Он просто старый, да?
May I ask you something?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
По крайней мере, он это знает. Документы пропали, вор мертв. Все, что у меня есть, записка от М. Возможно, Джон прав, и несчастный случай с рикшей был подстроен. Если это так, тот, кто все организовал, обыграл нас всех. Все же я не отчаиваюсь, я чувствую себя живым. У меня есть достойный противник, кто-то похожий на меня, кто-то моего уровня, и я с радостью приму этот вызов.
Alas, that's a terrible blow for the office. I'd better pass on your report immediately. Thank you for your service.
The accident doesn't look so accidental anymore, does it?
I think you might be right, John. I feel like someone is leading us by the nose. First time I've encountered such a devious mind.
I suspect not the last.
Но все-таки мы решили это дело. Это дело было агент с моста. Вот это еще одно интересное дело из полицейского участка. Козел отпущения. Оно сложное. 4 человека были задержаны за кражу, порчу имущества и непристойное поведение. Среди задержанных 3 женщины в мантиях и масках животных и священник. Подозреваемым выдвинуто обвинение в краже и забое козла в развалинах в лесу к западу от кладбища. Не поднесут соответствующее наказание за злодейство, но потерявший просит выяснить, кто именно украл козла. К делу приложены показания всех участников. Так, пойдем решать это дело. В полицейском участке.
This area is restricted.
В развалинах в лесу к западу от кладбища. Так, мне все-таки нужно на кладбище. Ого, сюда. Там очень интересное место. Там на алтаре забитое животное лежит. Сатанисты какие-то.
Hope you haven't had your lunch yet. This one's bad.
Так, посмотрю показания. Показания потерпевшего. Так, друг на друга тычет пальцем. Все невиновны, неизвестно, кто украл.
The hoof prints end in deep furrows. The animal was resisting.
What a waste. My gut tells me some dark magic happened here.
Усатый такой, серьезный.
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely. Someone stumbled on a stone and fell to the ground.
The priest said that he came here to stop the ritual. Did you really, Father?
The goat was torn to pieces. Ugh. Savagery. The rope is soaked with wine.
Так, попробуем. Попробуем определить правду. Да, козел упирался. Кто-то его не тащил, а кто — непонятно. У которой девушки было вино? Да, это женщина в маске красного льва. Лев. Он разбил ей амфору. По-моему, он здесь просто следил, нет? А, нет, его тащили туда. Так, посмотрим, что еще. Танцуя, мы заметили, что кто-то следит за нами из кустов. Я приказала остальным напоить его. Показания черной птицы. Здесь была птица. А споткнулась. Показания зеленого быка. Вот она споткнулась. Амфора была у нее, так что именно она напоила священника. Какие еще есть варианты? Это А другие что могли делать? Так, показания священника. Та, что упала, связала меня. Та, что упала, связала меня. Упала та, которая в маске с быком. Вот. А ну-ка.
So, we have 3 lusty women engaged in a ritual. They're drinking and dancing when suddenly they hear a noise from the bushes. Their ritual seems to be working. There's a man they can get drunk already. While 2 of them are busy with the priest, the 3rd one leaves. She is the one who stole the goat and brought it to the ritual. The poor animal smells trouble and charges at the drunken woman with the amphora. Still, he couldn't break free, and at the end was brutally torn apart and eaten alive.
Well, they attracted the attention of men. The police, at least.
Козла украла женщина в маске. В маске черной птицы. Задание Козел отпущения.
Mr. Holmes, I have great news. Our recent accomplishments have earned me a promotion. Sergeant Stark. Has a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Он получил достижение, повышение. Капец.
What do you mean, our accomplishments? Of all the nerve, I don't recall you doing very much. I solved all the cases.
Come, Mr. Holmes. I didn't mean to belittle your contribution. After all, legwork is just as important as paperwork.
And what about the brain work?
Also very important. Don't get me wrong, your assistance was most valuable. Anyway, I'll be moving back to the office space. My days at this blasted desk are almost over. I won't be scapegoated now.
Good for you, I suppose. Speaking of scapegoats, I've solved the last case on the board. The goat was stolen by the lady in the blackbird mask. As if that makes any difference, judging by the atrocity I witnessed at the crime scene.
Yes, I heard about that one. The things women get up to these days. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad to have been of service. Now I have other matters to attend to.
Mr. Holmes, if I may be so bold as to make one last request. Do you remember that I told you that our chief inspector has been missing for a few months now? My current task is to establish his fate. I've tried to make sense of his last case, but it's a convoluted mess. I would really appreciate your help.
Why don't you do it yourself? I'm sure there's nothing in that case a police sergeant can't handle.
You're simply much better at it than me. There, I said it.
I won't argue with that, although much better is still an understatement. Fine, you have me intrigued.
Thank you awfully, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me everything you know.
I don't know much. Just that it's connected to a gang called the Hive. Placido has been after their leader, the Hive Master, for years. But otherwise, I can't make head nor tail of it. Here, take the key to Placido's office. You might find some leads in there.
So is it Chief Inspector Placido who has vanished? From what I've gathered, he was a good detective.
Ain't that the truth? He was solving cases like shelling peas. Without him, things have gone downhill. He was a crotchety sort, always grumbling, fussing, taking his snuff by the handful, but I, for one, miss the old boy.
Very well. I'll see what I can find out.
One thing is certain, it's a dangerous business. Be careful, Mr. Holmes.
Может, костюмчик ему прикупить? Это же ЖЖ неспроста. Есть там шикарные костюмчики. Так, это рынок. Я бы лучше пришла сюда.
Extra, extra! Suicide claims another. A young man had... Interested in some Cordona news? Check the front page. You won't... Regret it.
Simply the best garments on the island. The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Так, посмотрим, что я хотела взять. Какой-то роскошный костюм хотела взять. Но его здесь нет. Ладно. Королевское одеяние. Может, это купить? Или женский костюм, как давно хотела. Вот этот. Или вот этот. Красненький. Мамина одежда. Вот этот. Красненький. Шляпу. Ух ты. Ладно, куплю. Шляпу и вот это платье.
A perfect choice.
С усами, гля. Усатая женщина. А, накрасить ее еще нужно. Вот. Красота. Так, мне надо на 2 секунды паузу сделаю. Так, я вернулась.